What percentage of the subjects you studied at school do you practically use today? I'm guessing that percentage is quite low. But the skills I'm about to share with you today, if we had learned them that early, they would have benefited us forever. Truly, these are 7 lessons I wish I learned in my 20s, even in my teens, and I think they would have changed my life. They would have changed the quality of my relationships. They would have changed my performance at work. They would have changed how quickly I found my purpose. The first lesson I wish I'd learned sooner is the less you say, the more your words will matter. I always used to think that the loudest person in a room had the most power, that the person who talked the most had the most control, until I realized the person who spoke the most was the least in control. They were trying to come across as likable. They were trying to be popular. And in that attempt, they were actually making it harder for them to be memorable. It was hard to be interesting for a 30-minute conversation and talk for 20 minutes of it. It was really difficult to be memorable when you said so many things, but no one remembered what you exactly said. It felt really uncomfortable to be quiet, but every time you kept trying to interject and say something, you felt even less confident because you didn't have anything meaningful to say. This principle, this lesson will change your life. The first thing it will do is it will stop you from being anxious in social settings. The number of us that walk into a social setting and try to come off as interesting and important only to leave feeling insignificant and irrelevant to the conversation. If you realize that being silent is not a weakness, being silent is a strength. Why? Because you can listen. It means when you respond, people will also be able to tell that you took in what they say. See, most of us are struggling not because we don't listen, but because we're thinking about what we want to say while we're listening. Because of that, we don't even digest what someone is sharing. So when we open our mouth, that person feels disconnected and distant. So firstly, it will remove that anxiety and nervousness when you're at a party, a social setting, a work event, whatever it may be.